Hi, I'm Joe and welcome to the channel. In this second video in the series on triads, we're going to take a look at minor triads. Now, if you didn't see the first video, which was on major triads, I'll go ahead and put one of those cards up there. But we're taking a deep dive looking at triads in their root position, the first inversion, and their second inversion on the guitar neck. Now, why are we doing this? Well, to me, the triad is a little bit of the unsung hero in music, or it's just taken for granted sometimes. But they're foundational key pieces that'll help you with your rhythm playing, your lead playing, and also writing melody lines. Let's go ahead and grab a guitar and we'll take a look at minor triads. So for this second video in the series, we're going to look at minor triads as I mentioned in the introduction. If you missed the first video, I'll go ahead and put one of those cards up there. That was talking about the major triad. So if you didn't get all that, let me just do a quick synopsis again of what a triad is. A triad, the note tri obviously means three, so there's three notes that are going to make up these chords. There's a formula that we can use to build certain types of triads. So for the major triad, it was the root major third and the fifth. For the minor triad, it's the root flat three and the fifth. So you heard that right. There's only one note that we're changing from the major version of these, which usually makes it pretty easy to memorize the patterns that you're going to be using and the notes that you're going to be using, because you just have to modify one finger when you create those. So as a recap, for the major triad, we started with the root position one here, which was the root, third, and the fifth. And then that pattern repeated, not the pattern, but the notes repeated in the same octave up. Root, third, fifth. And that was our root position. So we know that's the root, third, and fifth. So to make the minor version of this triad, we just basically need to flatten the third, which is E. So instead of playing, we're going to play, and automatically we get that sadder sound. Happy? So the pattern now looks like this. We get to here, we'll do the same thing. C, E flat, G. Now let's go look at this in the first inversion. Well, the first inversion starts on the third. And when we were playing major, then we were starting on E. E. Well, we know now that this has to be flattened because the formula, again, is root, minor third, and the fifth. So now we have that pattern. And let's move up now to the second inversion, which we know started on G. And we just have to make sure we're going to flat the three again. So we're going to play G, C, E flat. G, C, E flat. So now what's nice is it's basically just modifying the first set of patterns that you learned in the first video by flattening the third. But now we have this minor variation. So what I've been showing you so far is a C minor triad with these shapes. Now, the beauty of this is that these shapes are movable. You can move them anywhere on the neck, and you can play any chord now, any minor chord, using the same exact patterns and shapes. So here's an example. We just did the C one. Well, let's move that up a whole step, and let's do D minor now. And let's say we wanted to play it in first inversion. What's nice about this is you can actually start to figure out the notes where you need to start your next pattern on based on the first pattern you did. So we have D, F, A. So D, F. I know now I need to start this next pattern on F. So I have F. So now I'm playing this now in the first inversion. And I can follow this same logic for the next inversion, the second version, D, F, A. So now I need to start on A to make my next D minor or arpeggio or triad in this case here. So like we did in the first video, let's go ahead and pick a chord progression that we can use to start getting our minds used to doing our finger and position shifts to those different chords by trying to stay in the same area of the neck. So let's look at maybe C, D minor, G, and F. So if you remember from the last one we did C, G, F, we're just going to insert the D minor. So we'll do C, D minor, G, and F. So let's start with the root position, C, triad. Then we'll go to D minor, G, to F. Let's try to find that same chord progression now, but moving up to the first inversion C. Remember the E's in the root? And we'll try that. So C, D minor, G, F. Now let's do the third inversion. So we'll do C, D minor, G, F. So I hope you're starting to see the value of just learning these 3-note clusters of triads all over the neck. Well, that's the second video down in this series. I really hope you found some value in it, and if you did, would you do me a favor and consider helping me grow the channel by subscribing down below, hit the like button, and of course knock on the bell and you'll be notified when the next video in this series comes out, which will be on diminished triads. Thank you as always for your support, and I wish you a great day.